Good morning, guys. Welcome back to Gentry and Sons. So we got a beautiful Monday morning here in Tennessee. Oh, we're just getting started for the day, actually. What are you doing out riding Dad's motorcycle? Huh?
I ain't touching that thing.
Dude, it's actually pretty nice, ain't it?
Just me looking at it is decreasing the value of it.
Oh, yeah? You gonna Nathan it?
No. I'm not even gonna take it.
Oh, guys, if you ain't ever had anything Nathan, just, I'll let you borrow him for a few minutes.
That's code name for football.
Yeah. So with Nathan, if something can be messed up, it will be messed up.
Yeah, thanks for clarifying that for everybody.
Well, I'm just telling everybody what a Nathan, the definition is.
Just letting them know, what goes on.
Just keeping it real, bro. No, he's getting a lot better. A lot better. He's just prone, some people are just prone to accidents. It's just the way it is. See, my problem is I'm just too good looking. All right, Dad, what do you think?
What? These are the best three. I like these.
I'll tell you what, we got good drivers to be bringing us cool stuff for our trucks.
Yeah.
Tim's a good guy, ain't he?
Yeah, Tim's good. Got a problem with Cody's truck now.
What's wrong with it?
I think it's got a blue head gasket. Got a cracked head.
What?
It's using water just like the white one. Can't find the leak. When you can't find the leak, you know where it's going.
Mm-hmm. I told him just to buy a new one. If he's gonna have them on the road, you might as well just buy a new
That's what
one.
he wants to do. I told him yet. I told him he couldn't find a water. We thought it was in the heater core, but not in the heater core.
That sucks. Get the dozer.
Got her all greased up and everything, ready to rock and roll.
Said
Put as much fuel as I could in it, but it started sucking air, so I quit pumping.
How many gallons do you think it took?
How fast does that thing pump?
I think I'm not sure. It usually takes it about 3 to 4 minutes to fill it up.
I had about 2 minutes on there
Okay.
before it quit filling.
We'll go top it off and fill it up. And
All right, we got these put on here, Timmy. This is a surprise from Tim Watson.
Yep. So one of our drivers, he actually bought Dad a set and he bought me a set. And he's got a set on the Black Ram too. Those are so cool. So these just knock in and this pin right here holds it. You can't come back out.
Anyhow, Bryce got something to break to you.
Yeah, don't freak out on me. It was an accident. I busted a mirror on the second gen, but I've already got 2 more ordered on its way, so we'll put new mirrors on it.
Oh my God. Too bad.
Back into my own trailer.
It needed new mirrors
We're
on
gonna
it
have to
anyway.
write you up, Bryce. That's it.
No, I don't give a crap.
All right. That's good.
It needed mirrors anyway,
We
seriously.
want to go
They're
ahead
so
and finish
floppy.
up that thing use it for the working with. So we want to put tools in it. We want to get it.
Yeah, we need to reach out to like Boxo or somebody to see, because I've had a few different places want to outfit our service truck.
Well, that's good because we need to get it ready. So
I'd let them outfit the whole entire shop if they wanted to.
I'm getting ready to work on it, that second gen, so I can actually use it properly.
Yep. Well, that turbo and all that's in that trailer, that maroon trailer over there at Dad's.
Yeah.
There's some back pieces for that turbo we need to put. I lost them. I don't know where they should be in the trailer.
Okay.
But like holds the housing on. Like if you wanted to go get all that, you could start on it today if you wanted to. Just go ahead and do the manifold, turbo,
Yeah.
all that stuff.
Some interior stuff needs to be buttoned up because it's loose, that
Yeah.
cross member. And I got new mirrors coming for it now.
Well,
So
shouldn't have busted them, bud.
nope.
No,
They're so
oh my gosh, they were horrible. So yeah, like you don't have to pay for those. I'll pay for them. Just let me know how much it was.
if I broke a mirror, I'd have to pay for it.
You don't break mirrors. You destroy cabs and.
You can't tell the mirror's busted when I get done. Really so.
Oh baby, she's alive. Dude, that's crazy. That oil's coming up like a mofo, but it's showing like 45 pounds oil pressure.
Dude, that is rolling up.
It ain't got a bad Jake, does it?
A bad Jake?
Like up underneath it, it ain't got like a... Like, can you see it like spraying anywhere?
No. See, I'm still having the same problem over here. This is a whole new rod. And it's still not oiling the whatever you call it, the valve spring.
So it's got to be in that.
So I changed the roller. Well, I didn't change the rocker. I changed the, whatever it's called. And that, what is it called? The rod. It is clean because I had Nate cover the holes and I put an air hose in there and sprayed it out. There was air coming out of every single one of the holes. And it's still not shooting oil to the rocker to the valve spring.
Just that one?
Yeah, just the first rack. The second rack, it's oily, but it's still the first rack.
So the whole first track ain't getting oil.
Well, it's getting oil to the rocker to the rod, but it ain't getting it to the valve spring, if that makes sense. Like it ain't shooting out the end of it.
And you changed the rocker rod?
Yeah.
Shaft?
Rocker rod, there is nothing.
So you don't think that Jake is taking all the oil pressure and... Let's see here. See, like that pin right there could be out. And that could be where your oil pressure's going. And that would explain why it's got low oil pressure. Anything like that.
Well, if you want to start it up, I just didn't want oil to go all the way in the cab.
Which one is it that's doing it? The back one?
No, the front rack.
Oh.
It's not getting any oil to the valve springs. Like, it's not shooting it out of the rocker, the end of the rockers. But the back rack is shooting.
Yeah, it's coming out good.
Dude, this whole valve cover filled up in a matter of, what, 10 seconds?
That don't make no sense. That's what I'm saying. There's something up here is not right to where it's just shooting oil out of it. See, it should be like controlled. Keep it down the bottom, just should barely do the valve springs. Like if that cover was off, there'd be oil everywhere right now.
Yeah.
All right, guys. So I just did a good full stress test on my heart. I'll show you. Passed the test too. Woo! Golly, bum, that's stressful. That chart can tell me we're good all day long. I can have 25 operators tell me we're good all day long, but OSHA approved. Y'all had your hard hats on. We do need to get hard hats for when we're working with this thing. Not that if that falls on your head, the hard hat ain't gonna do much.
Yeah, what's the hard hat going to do, man?
I don't know.
When you're working construction and the ceiling falls on your head, it ain't gonna do much either.
OSHA says you need hard hats. I guess we better get hard hats. Either way, it's still nerve-wracking lifting with a crane. I don't know why. Just being that high off the air and that thing don't really make any movements with what little bit of weight we're picking up. But I don't know. It's going to take me a little while to get used to it and actually get the nerve to want to go 80 feet and 70 degrees in the air and be willing to pick. That's 60 degrees right there at about 35 foot on the boom. So I should be good for 30,000 pounds where I'm at. According to the chart. I've also got to fix my lock for the sling, because I mean I can pull it back up, but it won't actually go in the hole in dead zero, so we're having to work to the right just a little bit. But it wants to come this way, and the swing brake it's hard to hold the swing brake and use all the other levers. I'm getting pretty smooth with it though. They wasn't no hard movements. Doubling them lines up really helped with lifting power. Where you at there? 28 feet? Right, but so if we take the wheels off on the bigger boats, take the wheels off, bring the neck on up, then we should have plenty of room for
may not have to fool with that.
Right.
There's a motion. Let's get the other boat on and then we'll make our decision. We may not even have to take tires off 2016.
These stands was the best idea ever.
They don't even have to be like this. They just be like that with straps on.
That is, I know, but that is nice though, having.
Make it just like that.
Whoa, is he gonna hit your truck? Easy, baby. There goes Whitey. We go do some truck driving. Come on back, Whitey, Whitey. You leaving right now or later? Oh. No, you'll probably have to pull back. Yeah, pull back up here and then back up and then pull straight in. All right, she's all loaded up. Dang, boys. We're getting pretty good at it. So our goal here, guys, the reason we got these stands built is so we can do some bigger boats on these step decks. So that's a 25, that's a 23, and we're shooting to be able to put two 26s on it. So we've got a bunch of step decks. And it's nice to be able to use the step decks because they're easy to load, easy to unload, and easy to pull around. They're not so low to the ground, so drivers don't have to be so cautious about going over railroad tracks and all that stuff. They're just more convenient. How we looking? £50, 60 pounds?
55, 50.
55?
That's it, idled up.
Where is it at Island?
50, 55. It's hard to tell on the skin.
Pulling the cam, but it ain't well, that's not good, boys. So now the front rocker shaft ain't oiling. We've changed the rocker shaft, cam bearings, the whole 9 yards, and for some reason it ain't oiling. This thing's driving me crazy.
It's pretty scarred up too, and that's not affecting it. A new shaft, we can get a new shaft put on it. I mean, that's what oil pressure is, but I've seen them worse than this and not lose oil pressure here.
Yeah, definitely.
I mean, I have seen some.
Them ain't bad enough to even think about losing.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Now you just take this thing and turn it around.
So you put these rockers in that.
No, I just turn these around like this right here.
What are you doing?
I'm gonna show you.
Oh, okay, I see what you mean. Okay.
Yeah, see, this is the back this time. I mean, this is gonna be the front.
Okay, yeah, I see what you mean. You lost me. Honestly, since we're taking these rockers off, why don't we put those rockers on? I mean, heck, who knows? These rockers could be bad. Maybe this.
We could
is why
switch the front rockers, yeah.
Maybe this is why the Coronado messed up in the first place.
It could be. That's why my keeper might have come off.
So
You're
what?
right. There's a reason why that thing come loose.
That's what Tim was saying earlier. So you want us to take these?
Yeah, take those rockers off. Let's put these rockers on and then
If it ain't getting no oiler, it's gonna get hot.
Makes no sense.
Oh, good. I'm gonna hold the shaft.
Well, guys, the Bobcat just took a crap. And I would get rid of the cat, and right when I need it. So we're getting ready to lift the motor out, which I'm going to show you why. But we had to completely tear down one of the trucks. It's really, really broke my heart. But it can't go back on the road. It's just too far gone. And it's one that I was really, really excited about. So I'm going to get this crane put down so we can move over here and pick the Bobcat up. And then we're going to go over here and look at this truck. Whoa, baby. Whoa, baby.
You should stay there. Hey, Dad. So, is the seals on that thing leaking?
It started. It ain't now. I don't know. I guess the more I use it, it quits. The less it leaks.
Still leaks some, but...
Yeah, it's not near as bad as it was. And that thing is so handy, ain't it?
Those lines that he changed under?
Yep. Yeah, that main line that comes under it.
Yep. One thing fixed
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I love having a crane. Don't you?
Yeah.
Makes life easy, don't it?
1,300, or I mean 1,000. It's got 45, 1,300, it's got 55.
So we're good.
Bring it over 1,500, it's got 193. So it's fixed.
Rocker shaft.
It was the rockers. Not the shafts, the rockers.
The actual rockers. Man, that's crazy. We spent a lot of money chasing this oil leak or oil pressure issue.
Top end. Well,
We never spent a lot of money, just spent a lot of time.
when we took the valve cover off and let it run without the valve cover on it, I can see what it's doing. It's pouring out of that back.
Yeah. And in the front,
And when you put them other rockers on there, didn't have none coming out of it except on the cam. So we put both of them on it, the new style rockers on there. Now she's got 75 pounds oil pressure in first cranker.
man, that's awesome.
Just dang rockers.
I love this truck. We gotta get her back on the road
There
again.
you go. It's going back together now.
Got new rubbers on her. We just put these new tires and everything on it. This is a good truck here. Quarter fenders and visor and a couple steer tires. This feels good.
I need some both.
All right, guys, here she is. I've been dreading this video. Oh my gosh. So, guys, I got this truck because I really like these Internationals. They're comfortable to drive. They're awesome trucks. They really are. Well, when I got this thing, it had a little bit more rust than I was happy with, so I wanted to get it sandblasted before we put it on the road and just get it all painted up and stuff. Because you buy a lot of trucks up from up north, they're going to be rusty. That's why we do a lot of sandblasting and painting. So right here, she's got a cracked frame there.
Ooh.
And then up under here, you can pretty much stick your fist through it. Right there, that's all rotten. Plumb on the other side, you can actually see daylight through it. So that's a pretty crucial part of the frame, especially when you're hauling 80,000 pounds. And this is both sides, this ain't just this side. And then back here, we got two more spots that are really, really bad. You can see we've already had it sandblasted.
Right there.
You can completely see through the frame back here.
Ooh. Ooh.
Yep, she's rotten. On all the brackets, it's like that. Every single one of them. You pull the brackets off, it's completely rusted out on the back side of it. So yeah, you could patch it probably, but in the center is just too much. It's just too dangerous to patch it in the center. So we're just gonna, this is the end of it. This just can't go back on the road. So there's no point in trying to fix a frame that looks like that. But and good news, we got something to fix it with. Ba-bam! We have got a whole entire truck with a good frame. I mean, this thing is solid from front to back. Beautiful frame. This is a Southern truck. So no issues at all with the frame on this truck. It's even got really nice interior and everything. I really want to switch the blue cab and everything over to this truck, but this thing's got a nice paint job on it as well. So I can go with the white or switch the blue cab. It's not a big deal. One's a Cat, one's a Detroit, and this motor on this truck has a bad bottom end. But we do have good rears, 336 rears. The frame's good and solid. It ain't gonna take a whole lot to put this thing back together, and it'll give us another good International. So here's all the rockers and the jakes and all that stuff for this truck. But the interior is pretty good in this thing. I do have some twin turbos for sale, some Acert twin turbos. I've got 4 sets actually. I've got two C15 sets and 2 C13 sets. So anybody needs any Acert turbos, I've got 2 good sets. The whole 9 yards, brackets, turbos, the hoses, everything. And of course, we got a good dash in this thing, so I'm really excited about that.
And we got another one back there too.
So we got 2 really good trucks here to make one out of, which shouldn't be that big of a deal. I'm debating on whether to put a Detroit back in this thing or do a C15 motor. I got a good Acert motor with pretty low mileage, so I'm actually thinking about switching this over to the C15 and making it a Cat truck, because this cab's already set up for a Cat. But yeah,
What about the other one we have back there?
the white, oh yeah, we do have another white International Eagle, don't we?
Mm-hmm.
And we got your Eagle.
Oh yeah, we did.
We're going to make that thing a sled pulling truck.
Mine?
Yeah. What do you think about that?
I don't know.
There's a lot of them out there. It's Internationals. We got everything to make it go. We can take it off my old sled truck.
Which one was that? That one?
Yeah. The Beast. So guys, that's the plan with it. I can't believe the frame is that far gone on this truck. I would have never, ever thought it would be that bad. So we had my sandblasting guy come over, and he was sandblasting on it, and he come to me and he's like, Tim, he's like, man, we got a problem, and I really don't want to tell you what it is. And I'm like, what, is the rust a little bit worse than we thought? And he's like, it's way, way worse than we thought. So he brought me over here and he started showing me stuff like that. I'm like, oh, no big deal. You know, we can back half it. And he's like, nope. He said, let me show you the two worst places. It's just where the cab mounts are. You can see it's cracking in behind it. Oh yeah, he said that was this cab side of this one.
Dad,
Yep.
we put this motor in the Air Force.
That's probably what we're gonna do with it, actually. So this motor was rebuilt, a full rebuild. I'm talking about compressor, the whole 9 yards. I mean, it looks a little rough from being up north, but the guy I got it from, he's actually a friend of mine. I think he said it's got less than 200,000 miles on a full rebuild. So we do have a good engine and transmission, and we're trying to decide what to put it in. We thought about just putting it in the Coronado, and then the new engine that I've got built for the Coronado, put it in the Red Classic. But I don't know, because I might change my mind tomorrow on what we're going to do. But that right there, it's just too bad, guys. I can't fix that. Like, it wouldn't take much to break this frame. I think I could probably take the track hoe and literally push down on this thing and probably break the frame on it pretty easy. But
We should do that when we get done with it.
so the guy I got it from, he actually feels really bad about it because this ain't something we could have seen. So he told me, you know, hey man, you know, I sold you a good truck. Whatever I got to do to make up for it, I'll do it. So that was cool. I didn't even ask him for it. He just, you know, flat out told me whatever it takes. So that really made me feel really good about that, because I was pretty bummed out about this thing. It definitely gave me some anxiety, that's for sure. So, but that's the deal, guys. The Blue International is not going to be on the road like we were hoping. I know everybody was excited about this truck. I know I was.
That's pretty nice and stuff.
Oh, we got all these we got the Legacy seat we can stick in that truck. I mean, there's so much stuff that we can make that one really good truck out of. It sucks we're having to do it that way, but
Hey, Dad.
what this truck lacks, that one has it, and what that truck lacks, this one has it. So it's going to be pretty easy to make one truck out of the two. I just can't decide on which power plant to go with. I would like to do a Cat. You guys haven't got to see me do a big Cat deal other than the Peterbilt, and I would like to do maybe a nice little healthy C15 single turbo deal in this white truck, but I'm not sure. Let me know down in the comments, guys. What should we do? Should we go with a Cat Power, try to make one really good healthy Cat powered International Eagle, or should we go with a Detroit? But either way, we've got to figure something out. So now that we got oil pressure on the other International, that makes me feel pretty good as well. But either way, it sucks that we've got to deal with this, and we'll get through it. Not that big of a deal, but so this week we're getting ready to bring Weston's truck back from the paint shop. So the motor's done, the frame's done, the front axle's done, everything is done on that truck. The cab, we've got the cab straightened out, got the roof straightened out on it because it was all tweaked up where the truck had been flipped. So the cab was completely warped up and bent in half. We had to buy a new door for it. That thing turned into a pretty good sized project once we got into the cab. That cab was pretty tweaked up from where it was rolled over. So Ronnie has got all that straightened out, and we ain't got to worry about that anymore. And we're going to bring that thing back here this week, and we're going to start assembling it and getting it back together. And hopefully we make some smoke with that thing in the next couple of weeks. So I'm pretty excited about that. But guys, that's going to finish off tonight's video. I hope you enjoyed it. We're trying to put out some, you know, more videos, just like not as long of videos, but more videos. So anyways, guys, love y'all. We'll see you on the next one.